Hello?
Yes, it should be.
Yes, hello. Yes, I'm calling from the 5 Union Ave building here in Jamaica Plain. I've called a number of times in the past about this person, but I have a neighbor who is a homicidal psychopath who appears to be able to have access to some unusual types of weapons and devices used to harm other people. And the police don't seem to have a concept of any device that is not a gun or a knife. So, who would I talk to about the fact that I have a homicidal neighbor who seems to have access to unusual weapons?
What are the weapons, ma'am?
Well, I don't know because I don't see them, but she's using some type of electronic assault device that has a remote capacity. So you can literally taser somebody remotely.
So has she tasered anybody? Has anything happened? Like, what's it?
Well, it's been happening to me for years, and I've been reporting it to the police for years.
She tasered you?
Well, not directly. That's what I'm saying. It's a remote capacity electronic assault device.
Did you make a report, ma'am?
Yes, I have.
Okay, did the detectives follow up with you?
No, they haven't.
So when did you make the report?
A couple of months ago, back in like February.
Okay, so I'll give you to the detectives and ask them you still have your report?
Not in front of me. It's in the system. I'm sure it's somewhere.
Okay, so just give me your name and tell me you want to know who's assigned to your case, okay?
Okay, yeah, this was okay. So you need my name.
No, I don't need your name. I'm going to give you to the detectives. You're going to let them know what your name is and ask them who's assigned to your case.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you. Yes, so I'm just leaving a voicemail for any detective, I'm assuming, since this is a general mailbox for the detectives. Several months ago, I filed a police report about how I have a neighbor who is a verifiable homicidal psychopath named Jasmine Irizarry. The police are actually the ones who told me that this person is a homicidal psychopath. This was about 5 years ago. Since then, they seem to have lost all knowledge of who this person is and say that they don't know who she is and what she's capable of. But the fact is that she continues to exist and she continues to have access to some unusual types of very harmful weapons and devices that are designed to hurt people without leaving a mark. So these are not guns and knives. I know that the police are most familiar with guns and knives, but there are other types of weapons out there that do exist that are not guns and knives that are just as harmful and lethal and that do not leave a mark. One of these types of devices is the type of device that this neighbor of mine, Jasmine Irizarry, has been using from behind the wall that her unit shares with my kitchen sink for the last like 5 years now. Her usage of this device is pretty frequent but intermittent, but it delivers some type of electrical shock remotely but at close range that is extremely debilitating, and she uses this device sometimes for hours at a time. So you're being repeatedly electrically shocked with symptoms that are that could only be electrical shock. There's nothing else on the planet that feels like this. It is completely electronic, and it has nothing to do with any type of medical condition that people might have. This keeps happening, and because I've filed several police reports and none of these have been investigated, I am calling now. My first name is Isabel. The last name is Eckelhofer. I can be reached at 857-360-1593. I am recording this voicemail right now, and the fact that the police do not even think that this is possible is a real concern. But again, there are other types of devices out there that can hurt people besides guns and knives. Again, if you have any questions, I can be reached at 857-360-1593. And Jasmine Irizarry is a registered sex offender. Thank you. Yeah, I just don't know what's up with law enforcement these days. They have absolutely no clue.